Boomer, boomer, boomer sooner, everybody. Guys know me, I'm Harry James. Well, big money quarters in the second and fourth quarter deeply cost the Sooners, scoring wise, as they play and lose to big, bad Texas. 34 to 30 in McGee. This is corduroy. Explain to you what that means. Plus, we'll go over the 34-3 loss to the much hated Texas Longhorns. Let's go!
We beat Texas!
And boomer, 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 boomer sooner, everybody. You guys know me, I'm Harry James. Before we get to the bad stuff, let's talk about some good stuff, guys. Some good, fun things happened in Dallas over the weekend. Like SEC Nation making their first appearance in Dallas for the OU Texas SEC appearance of the two programs. There will be more, by the way, I'm sure of it. But anyway, particularly at this one, this hat brought attention to this guy, Marty and McGee. They talked about the Barry Switzer story from the rain, the Keith Stansberry year, and how some fan just threw him a hat out into the stands. And I had a copy of that hat. I wear it like I do it for every Texas game. And they showed me on the TV, and they said, Marty and McGee, they both said technically that this thing's corduroy and it's going to get hot today. And oh boy, did it get hot for Texas. Whoop. All right, speaking of which, let's get right to it. Let's get the bad news out of the way. The game itself, the passing, everything. The passing yards for Texas, Quinn Ewers, 199 yards through the air and a touchdown. Did have a pick in the game. His longest pass of the night, 44 yards. Vice versa, Oklahoma, Michael Hawkins Jr., 148 yards through the air, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. His longest completion, 15 yards. The rushing attack was all about Texas. 26, Quintavian Winster, 13 carries, a $118 and a touchdown, with a big long hefty run of 43 yards. Well, Jaden Blue had 10 carries for 30 yards, 0 touchdowns, and a long run of 13 yards. Oklahoma, their main ball carrier for this one, number 2, Javonte Barnes. 14 carries, 38 yards, 0 TDs, and a long-distance run from 10 yards. And Oklahoma's own quarterback, Michael Hawkins, had to carry the ball 20 times as a quarterback, 27 yards on the ground, average. 27 yards on the ground is what he had. 0 touchdowns and a long-distance run from 11 yards. Wide receivers, number 85, Gunnar Helms for Texas, tight end, and Ryan Wingo, number 5. Gunnar Helm, 85, tight end, 5 catches, 91 yards and a TD. 30 yards was his longest reception. Wingo, 2 receptions for 49 yards, 0 touchdowns, and a long-distance reception of, 44 yards. Oklahoma. Zion Williams, just 3 carries for catches, for 38 yards, 0 touchdowns, and a 15-yard long. While Bauer Sharp, 3 catches for 27 yards, 0 touchdowns, 10 yards up the field, longest reception. Defensively, Texas, Anthony Hill Jr., 11 total tackles, and the 4th fumble for the Sooners. 0 fumbles recovered, 0 picks for the linebacker from Texas. Colin Simeon, another linebacker, 5 total tackles, 0 forced fumbles, 0 fumbles recovered, 0 picks. Oklahoma. Newcomer Eli Bowen accepted his new role into the Oklahoma defense. 8 total tackles in his first ever start at Oklahoma. 0 forced fumbles, recovered, and 0 picks as a DB. Linebacker Kip Lewis was helped him out with 6 total tackles, 0 forced fumbles, 0 fumbles recovered, 0 picks. Punter Ian Ratliff for Texas, 3 punts to average 44.3 in average, 0 balls landed inside the 20-yard line, 0 touchbacks, and a long-distance punt from 50 yards. While our beloved Oklahoma Sooners, Luke Elzenga, 6 punts, 47.7 in average, 3 balls inside the 20-yard line, 0 touchbacks, and a long-distance punt from 63 yards. And the Texas kicker, Bert Auburn, 2 for 3, 67.0% kicking percentage. Missed one, but the ones made were from 29 for 41 yards out. Long, by the way, 41 yards out. Tyler Keltner, 1 for 1 in the ball game, 50% accuracy. Made a 42-yarder, was his only make of the night. Only points of the night, by the way. And it all came, guys, in the first quarter with 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Number 98, Tyler Keltner finally breaks the tie with a 42-yard field goal to end the quarter. Up and good. Oklahoma leads 3-0. It would not stand, though. Because in the second, here comes Texas with those big bad horns. And it starts off with number 3, Quinn Ewers finding 85. Hayden Helm with a 7-yard touchdown pass. 7-3 Texas. 11:20 left. And it stays at 7-3 for quite a while. Until an Oklahoma fumble on the ensuing drive. Texas moves it down the field, and Silas Bolden, a wide receiver, recovers the ball in the end zone for on a forward fumble for a touchdown. 14-3, Texas leads, 2:21 left. Then Quentin Windsor, 43-yard touchdown run. That really sailed it in. Oklahoma not doing too well right now. After that, by the way, the 43-yard touchdown from Wisner after another fumble. So Oklahoma has now fumbled twice, and Texas has answered on both possessions, both really kind of late in the half. 2:21 was the was the fumble, and this was at $1.40. And then we go to the third. And in the third, another one-score quarter for the Texas Longhorns. 41-yard kick by Bert Auburn. 24-3 for Texas. 1:01 left. Then in the fourth, here comes Texas on a hot streak again. This one from 29 yards out. Here comes Bert Auburn. 27-3. 7:44 left in the fourth. And with 5:21 left, Quinn Ewers calls his own number for a 1-yard touchdown run, 34-3. And that's your final. Seth Luttrell's offensive call of the game was a Michael Hawkins throw to Zion Kearney for 15 yards. The ball was settled at the 49-yard line. That set up the one and only score for the Sooners with a field goal. And Zach attacks defensive call of the game. Zach and Brent came together with a pretty good game plan, in my opinion. They were up there a lot. Not necessarily on the start. On the start, it was a 1-out, first down, second down, third down, so they didn't have to punt. And on the third down, Quinn Ewers is picked off the Texas 45-yard line by Billy Bowman. Billy. Oklahoma, though, does move the ball a little bit, but pushes the field goal short, and we're tied 0-0. All right, guys. I hope that that's it. And we don't have to talk about this game again for a while. Ooh, man. I'm exhausted. All right, guys. But you guys know the rest. My name's Harry James. You can catch this in all my other videos. Harry James Taylor. Twitter is The Hype Man Harry, or on Patreon, Harry James Taylor. Also, Harry James Taylor on Facebook. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and boomer sooner, everybody. Hopefully, another good week in front of us. Woo-wee! That was ugly.